screen? Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Today we will learn about punishment for cybercrime in India. Earlier we have learned the definition of cybercrime. Then we have learned about the definition of cyber law, and today we will learn about punishment for cybercrime in India. What are the punishments? What are the different types of law? Actually, section 66D of the IT Act, Information Technology Act, all of you have to learn. Section 66D of Information Technology Act prescribes punishment for cheating by personation by using computer resource, and provides that any person who by means of any communication device or computer resource cheats by personation. By personation means he is imposing as a intended user, although he is not. He is an attacker, he is an intruder. He has certain malicious intents. So I am repeating again, section 66D of IT Acts prescribes punishment. It is used for giving punishment to person, then and they can punished with imprisonment of either description for a term. Term means number of years. Actually here the things are a bit logical. In India, cyber laws are contained in Information Technology Act 2000, IT Act 2000, which comes in force in the year 2000. That is why IT Act 2000. What is the main purpose of this act? The main purpose of this act is to provide legal recognition to electronic commerce and to facilitate filing of electronic records with the government. Cyber law. Cyber law is the law. I am again repeating, we have done this. Cyber law is a law governing cyberspace. Cyberspace is a very wide term and include computers, networks, software, data storage devices. Law holds the rules of conduct that have been approved by the government, which are in force over a certain territory. Over a certain territory means certain space, certain area. Maybe the crime rate is increasing in a particular area. So that shows the certain territory, and which must be obeyed by all persons on that territory. That means there are different rules. Like IT Act India, it is present or it is used for punishing cyber crimes in India. Maybe in some another country, some another act is being used. So different countries use different IT acts, which is used for a specific country, for a specific region. Okay. So remember that in IT Act, it is used in India, IT Act 2000. What is the need of cyber law? Can anyone explain me the need of cyber law? What is the need of one of the need is that definitely to provide security over net. That is definitely one of the reason. Any other point? Look, I am sharing my whiteboard. I am writing something. I will write need of cyber law. What are the different needs?
Ma'am, harassment and stalking থেকে ইয়ে করার জন্য
Please repeat again.
মানে কোনো harassment বা stalking যেটা হয় না ওটার থেকে
Yes, that is also covered. There are several aspects that are covered. Harassment and stalking is one of the aspects. Cyberspace is open to participation by all. Isn't it? Cyberspace, here everyone can participate, everyone has their own cyberspace. So the next point is IT, information technology, has brought transition from paper to paperless world. It means there is a transition from paper to paperless world. These are the changes, the notable changes over cyberspace from manual to cyberspace. The laws of real world cannot be interpreted in the light of emerging cyberspace. To include all aspects relating to different activities in cyberspace. The laws of real world cannot be interpreted in the light of emergency cyberspace to include all aspects relating to different activities in cyberspace. Okay. This shows the need of cyber law. If there is any confusion, all of you can ask me also. Internet requires an enabling and supportive legal infrastructure in tune with the times. That is the need of cyber law. This means we can conclude that the modern thief can steal more with a computer than with a gun. If you can use cyberspace, if you are able to perform crime over cyberspace, you can able to steal much more than done with force by using gun, by using something else. So tomorrow's terrorists may be able to do more damage with a keyword than earlier with a bomb. Okay, isn't it? Don't you think so? That cyber, even I think all of you remember 9/11 attack when World Trade Centers were demolished. That was also a sort of cyber attack. I don't know how many of you are aware about that or not, but that is also a kind of cyber attack. Now let us go back. Cyberspace is a limitless dimension that is impossible to govern and regulate using conventional law. Conventional laws are not applicable in cyberspace. Cyberspace is absolutely open for participation by all. Identity theft and cheating by personation I have discussed in earlier class also. It comes under section 66C of IT Act, and it prescribes punishment for identity theft and provides that anyone who fraudulently or dishonestly makes use of electronic signature, password, or any other unique identification feature of any other person shall be punished with imprisonment or with a huge amount of fine. As I have discussed, the cyber laws in India, the Information Technology Act 2000, the Information Technology Amendment Act 2008. The Information Technology Act 2000. The primary source of cyber law in India is the Information Technology Act 2000, which comes into force on 17th October 2000. The primary purpose of the Act is to provide legal recognition to electronic commerce and to facilitate the filing of electronic records within the government. This is Information Technology Act. Remember that in your exams also, in cyber security, Information Technology Acts can be asked. The IT Act also penalizes various cyber crimes and provides strict punishment, imprisonment term up to 10 years, and compensation up to ₹1 crore. These are the different penalties that are imposed after committing cybercrime. Information Technology Regulation 2001 came into force on 9 July 2001. They provide further technical standards and procedures to be used by a certifying authority. What do you mean by certifying authority? There is an authority, they are government officials which certify the different technical standards and procedures that are used. So I'm sharing my screen again. All of you able to view my whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Again, I think the IT Act 2000, there are certain objectives. What are the objectives? To provide legal recognition for transactions. Next is, these are the different objectives. IT Act 2000 is prepared keeping in mind these objectives: to facilitate electronic filing of documents with the government agencies. To facilitate, another objective, to facilitate electronic filing of documents with the government policies. Another objective, to amend. To amend means, can anyone tell me the meaning of amend? Can anyone tell me the meaning of amend? Amend is making some changes. To amend the Indian Penal Code, the Indian Evidence Act 1872, the Bankers Book Evidence Act. This is the name of one book which consists of different evidences. Sorry. The Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891 and the reverse, sorry, and the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. So to amend the Indian Penal Code, the Indian Evidence Act 1872, the Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891, and the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. What does the aim? Aims to provide the legal framework to all electronic records. Okay, the aim is to provide the legal framework to all electronic records. These are different objectives of IT Act.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us again
In short, policy number 6 is to
the presentation.
that the chlorophyll enables
A software source code worth crores of rupees or a movie can be pirated across the globe within hours of their rupees. See, the effect is so fast. Hence, to stop this type of crime and to govern the cyberspace, various cyber laws were made. Cyber crimes punishable by law. Hacking, unauthorized attempts to bypass the security mechanism of an information system to gain access to programs, data, and network resources. Punishment under IT Act 2008, imprisonment up to 3 years or fine up to 5 lakh rupees or both. Initiatives taken by government for promoting cyber security. India has started many good initiatives and formulated far-reaching policies. Far-reaching policies means policies which will be effective, which are effective over several years. India has started many good initiatives and formulated far-reaching policies in the field of cybersecurity. However, their actual implementation is still missing and thereby making all their effort futile. For instance, the cybersecurity policy and the national security policy of India have been declared, but their actual implementation in the cyber field is missing. As a result, cybersecurity of India is still a matter of concern. As noted, the need for cybersecurity has been increasingly evident in the past 2 and 3 years. I suppose these days even all of you can understand the need for cybersecurity. Several photographs are leaked, sometimes Facebook account, social networking account, they get hacked. So I think all of you understand the need or the increasing rate of cybercrime. The defense of cyberspace necessarily involves the forging of effective partnership between the public organizations charged with ensuring the security of cyberspace and those who manage the use of this space by myriad means several, by several users like government department, banks, infrastructure, manufacturing, and service enterprise, and individual citizens. Following are the initiatives taken by the government. What are the different initiatives taken by the government? National Cyber Security Policy 2013. With an aim to monitor and protect information and strengthen defenses from cyber attack, the National Cyber Security Policy 2013 was released on 2nd of July by the Government of India. The policy calls for effective public and private partnership and collaborative engagements through technical and operational cooperation. The stress on public-private partnership is critical to tackling cyber threat, through proactive measures and adoption of best practices, creating a think tank for cyber security evolution in future. These are the features of national cyber security policy. Here there is nothing much to explain, since this is a government policy. We are talking about laws, our policies by government. So these things are, or these things have to be learned as it is. There is nothing much to explain. Another strategy, what are the different strategies? Another strategies which has been emphasized is the promotion of research and development in cybersecurity. Every day, the several people are doing research, several development is being done to make cyber security policy robust. Research and development of trustworthy systems and their testing, collaboration with industry and academia, setting up of center of excellence in areas of strategic importance from the point of view of cyber, and R&D on the cutting edge security policy, and the hallmark of this strategy laid down the policy. The policy also calls for developing human resource through education and training programs, establishing cybersecurity training infrastructure through public-private partnership, and to establish institutional mechanisms for capacity building for law enforcement agencies. Existing counter cyber security initiatives. What are the different cyber security initiatives? A premier organization, NIC, I think all of you have heard the name, National Informatics Center. It is responsible for maintenance, creation and maintenance of government websites. A premier organization providing network backbone and e-government support to central government, state government, union territories. Different government sites are maintained by this. It provides wide range of information and communication technology services, including nationwide communications network for decentralized planning improvement in government services, and wider transparency of national and local government. India Computer Emergency Response Team. It is the most important constituents of Indian cyber community. Its mandate states ensures security of cyberspace in the country by enhancing the security communications and information infrastructure. These are others. Indo-US Cyber Security Forum, setting up an India Information Sharing and Analysis Centers. Different organizations are established to restrict, to stop cybercrime. The R&D group will work on the hard problems of cybersecurity, cyber forensics, and anti-spasm reach. Chalk the way for intensifying bilateral cooperation to control cybercrime between the two countries. Alliances of cybersecurity with other nations to fight the cause as a global economy. With the increasing proliferation of information and communication technologies and the growing opportunity for real-time borderless exchange, Cybersecurity is a complex transactional issue which needs huge concern or emphasis should be given. These are some old facts and figures. Cybersecurity in India is still in its infancy as compared to the usage, as compared to the increasing number of cyber crimes. We can say that cybersecurity is still at its very primitive stage. Global awareness and the need for such a cause has been identified. With the number of internet users increasing day by day, it is evident that India lags in providing cybersecurity to its internet users. That is all for today. If there is any confusion, you can ask. No response from anyone. So I am ending this meeting.